Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella, Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, let's talk about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Mario Barrios breakdown prediction. Also got the Lubin and Rosario coming. I'm watching Rosario right now, which I forgot to do these, man. If y'all want a Mayoshi Nakatani versus Lomachenko breakdown prediction, let me know in the comment section. This weekend is jam-packed. We probably have some basketball on, maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. Also, you got the Bow Wow Soulja Boy versus battle. I miss Trina and Eve. Gotta watch that Lomachenko Nakatani on Top Rank card. Then you got Lubin Rosario pay-per-view down in Atlanta. Somebody give me a ticket. I go. Give me a ticket. I'll get a ticket. I'll shoot down there real quick. I was in Atlanta February for a minute, but yeah, let's talk about it. Hopefully, man, in the coming months, you guys, man, I have a new setup. I'm trying to get a new setup. That thing, like $700. So I think I got the computer to perform. If I don't got the computer to perform, then I upgrade. But I can upgrade my computer. I got a graphics card that can play Grand Theft Auto, a few other things. So if I have to upgrade, I know where I need to go. And it ain't retail. And it's not a 5-finger discount. But check out the fight prediction playlist. I do appreciate everybody for tapping in. Share the video. Want to make a donation to the channel? Give me that software. Or you just want to donate to the channel, give me to the Aero Spins Pacquiao fight, possibly the Wilder fight. I don't know if I get those. I had to go Saturday and come back Sunday. Cash App, CJ Good 313 in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way you can donate. Thumbs up the video. When you hit the bell and subscribe and share the video. Now Gervonta Tank Davis. Kevin Cunningham came on with Thursday. He said the power is real. 5'5.5", 67.5 inch reach. Okay, over Barrios. He is 26 years old. Okay, his preferred stance is the orthodox. Okay, 24 and 23 with almost a 96% knockout ratio. The guys he did not knock out was German Moraes in Biloxi, Mississippi at the casino resort. That kid is 64-59 out of Mexico with 8. He been stopped 8 times. Okay, then he did not stop. I had to miss somebody. Hold on. So he only didn't stop one of his opponents. Okay, and then you're looking at Barrios. I think a guy who debuted at 122 pounds, just slightly over that. Never truly made 122 pounds from what I see, but 122 1/4, 122 1/4, 125. So basically, he made his debut. What is it? Super featherweight? No, featherweight. Excuse me. He made his debut at featherweight. All right, because he never made super bantamweight. Let me make sure I got this, bro. I get all these. So he made his debut at featherweight. Okay, but he was trying to squeeze down the bantamweight, but anything over 122 is featherweight, okay? He has 65% knockout ratio. Only 8 of his fights didn't go the distance, but remember, this is a kid who started off at 22, shot up 5'10", 71 inch reach, so he got 3.5 reach advantage. I thought he was taller than 5'10". He knocked out a lot of people, just knocked out Ryan Cowboy. Think about him. He knocked him out in 6th round. I think he had the tougher fight than Gervonta Davis, but we'll get into the experiences and all that. Talk about Mario Barrios' strengths. You talking about in this fight, height, reach. He has an excellent trainer. He got some power in his hands, so he ain't coming up to 154 to fight 140. To fight no feather-fisted guy. I think Mario Barrios is up there with Taylor Ramirez, maybe slightly under that tier with as far as punchers. He can punch, you know what I'm saying? He dropped the Russian cat that's gonna be on the undercard, Bakhtur Akhmadiev. He dropped him a couple times. Some people thought he lost the fight, but he dropped him 2 times. He won a lot of the earlier rounds. So if he won the first 4, right? Then he dropped him, right? That gave him 5. He dropped him again. That gave him 6. So all he had to do was take one long rate. I thought he won that fight. It was close. I wanted to see it again. He is not a world champion. He's not a world title. He's a secondary title holder. I don't consider that a title holder. Most of the times I say champion, but I mean title holders. I think he's a title holder, a secondary title holder. But when you look at it, he got good movement. He got good speed. He got good power. Good punches. I think he needed to throw the 1-2 a little bit. He got a great 1-2. Got a great, I think was that his left hook. Got a really great left hook. I think the left hook might have put down the dude, the Russian guy. I think he might have put him down. But good speed, good footwork, great corner. You know what I'm saying? Good power. Good power, solid body puncher. So that's all you get with Barrios. You get a good athlete. I think he might be in the top athletes in the division. He not your classic Mexican fighter from San Antonio. He's gonna, he got some Mexican in him, but as far as fighting wise, but he's best when he's sticking and moving. He kind of got, he might not be slick, but he kind of got some black properties to his game. But footwork, smart kid, hard working kid, really good jab, good punches. Maybe wind up on the punches a little bit, but when he just throw the hook, it's one of the better left hooks you're gonna see in the division. When you're talking about Gervonta Tank Davis, obviously his strengths is his power, his speed, his athleticism, his poise, his counter punching, his body punching. Those are some of the things he brings to the table. All those things, but I think people look at the power, and that's the magnificent thing about him. With that power, come along with the it comes along with the great counter punching. He may not do that, but he may do a little bit. He might slip. But I watched the Barrios fight. He get off his head off the line, throw that uppercut. So uppercut is a great punch for him. That's his favorite punch, especially versus Leo. He'll get his head off the line, shoot that uppercut. He can punch. You can throw every punch, man. But I think his biggest attribute is his power and his counter punching ability. We'll see what type of athlete it is at 140. Sometimes he, like Dwyer say, sometimes he carry a little luggage. You know what I'm saying? A little heavy on his feet sometimes, but you can see it be light on his feet. But what I mean by that, just heavy on his feet. Just too heavy. But great punch. We're talking about his weaknesses. He's heavy on his feet sometimes, but got good foot movement. When he in shape and he focused. Good foot movement. People say he the next AB. If he loses his fight, he would be. He only moving up one weight class. AB moving too, but people look at it as, he stepped up too far. But what he need to do, what in his weaknesses is, he really ain't been challenged since the Pedraza fight. That's his biggest weakness. That's his second biggest one. He ain't been challenged since the Pedraza fight. Gamboa's challenged him, but he had one leg. No offense to nobody, but Pedraza fight, he ain't been challenged since then. I think Leo presented some challenge, but he ain't really had that feel. Nobody thought he was gonna lose those fights. This is a fight that he actually can lose. So, his biggest weakness is just his stuff he got going on outside the court, outside the ring. I don't need to speak on that, but it seemed like he's been focused in camp. But his weaknesses is, I just think, his conditioning, his life outside the ring, his just keeping his mind straight young. You're gonna make some mistakes. So did Floyd, and a lot of us make some mistakes when we was young in our 20s. But his biggest mistakes is most of the stuff outside the ring. But as a boxer in the ring, that's tough, man, because he really ain't been challenged. But he won't cut the conditioning. He won't cut the ring off. Sometimes he'll follow you around the ring until you get tired and you stationary. But those are the weaknesses. I can't say if he can't take a punch or whatever at this weight. I ain't seen it at this weight. But his biggest weakness is he follow you around the ring, conditioning. When you push him straight back, he's very, very hittable. I seen a few times where Leo just sat there and pushed him back. So if you push him and stay, if he take that half step, he sometimes he'll stay there and deliver a counter. When he ain't countering, he don't feel he in position to pop and counter. He moves straight back. He very hittable. So if you get the tank that's moving straight back, Barrios should have a lot of success. But outside of that, man, it's really the weaknesses that I see from him. Sometimes he'll sit there with you. He'll sit there with you and wait for a counter. But other than that, he got a great sense of counter. Barrios, man, just when it boiled down to him, when he in exchanges, man, never go good from him, especially versus that Barktar dude, whatever the Russian he fought on, the Spencer Earl. Spence and Sean undercard. But when you get Barrios in the firefight, he get hit too much. That's when his defense go out the window. When you get Barrios at a distance, moving, using this jab, throwing this 1-2, throwing the short hook, that's at his best. So you get Barrios. When Barrios in exchanges, danger. When Barrios is using his distance and tag you and sharpshooting, he at his best. Like I said, he got some of that Mexican blood and he likes to exchange, even if it's not good for him. But he'll work up and down sometimes, mostly up. He got a good left hook versus southpaw. I think, the left hook was there more than he knew versus that Russian cat, but it was there. But then, I just think he needed to throw his jab a lot more and throw his two right behind a lot more. But that's what I see versus him. And people say, well, his face versus old boy. Some people face just swell like that, so he might not be able to take the punishment on the face. But that is what it is. But what Barrios got to do in this fight is not exchange with Tank. He gotta keep Tank at a distance, but he gotta throw. Even if you touching him, just a jab. First thing his thing is the jab. Jab and move, jab and move, just keep moving. And then when you step in with the jab, I tell him if you get Tank stepping straight back, even step in with the jab or a double jab and step in with a nice right hand, And you notice Tank, when he kind of in that southpaw position, Tank like to lean one way. All right, he being a turnbuckle, he like to lean one way. I watched that tape, and I tell Barrios, jab, when he like to lean to his right, or whatever. I think he lead to his something. Yeah, he like to lean to his right. Tell Barrios, shoot that shot where you leaning at. But also tell Barrios work his body a little bit. But I really think for Barrios, movement and every now and then push him back with a 1-2. You get on the inside with that 2, and he lean with the 1, hold him, clinch him, let the referee break it up. Just keep sliding. That's why I tell him just jab, right hand. You know what I'm saying? When you step in with the jab, sometimes keep him guessing with the jab and come back with the left hook, or come back with the jab and the right hand, or come back with the jab and the overhand right. This dude like to lean to his right, Tank. So I tell Barrios, jab, he lean, he like to go that way. Shoot that uppercut eventually, but I have him guessing with the jab, double jab, pushing him back when I do come in. Left hook for Barrios, or right hand, or shoot that uppercut right where we leaning at. But that's how Barrios. I just don't want to exchange. Only time we exchange is when he got him on the back foot. And if you are going to exchange, be careful. He gonna throw the counter uppercut. That's what he like to do. He gonna do counters regardless. But I tell Barrios, stay on that stick. Throw the right hand. Sometimes double the stick, triple the stick, or feint it. Keep him guessing. Come with the right hand. Jab right hand. Right hook, excuse me. Also, you got a jab right hand to the body. Really, I would tell him jab at distance and just vary the right hand. We work on looping it to the top, sticking it to the solar plex, or sticking the jab to the solar plex, and sticking that right hand to the body. When you step in with him, sometimes Tank freeze when you step in. I tell him jab, right, left hook. Excuse me. And sometimes I would tell him, all right, feint the jab, see what you're going to get. Come back with the uppercut. It's a lot of ways he can, he can walk Tank all night, but you think he can get a decision. I tell him walk him early, jab, stick. When Tank jump in, with something, try to get out the way, clinch him when he get on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Or, you stick him, walk him. He throw a punch, he throw one shot at a time. That's another thing. He throw one shot at a time. All you gotta do, make sure you just keep him in front of you, keep your hands up, because Barrios drop that hand, keep his hands up when he throw that one shot, catch it, slip it, get your head off the line, or step out of range. That's why I tell him be very cautious in this fight early on, but still kind of be offensive. When you ain't throwing, or you throwing, Tank gonna come in with 1 or 2 big shots to get out the way. He ain't go throwing combinations, just get out the way. Just keep him at a distance where you can see him. He step in, you step to the side or step out. He step in, just get out the way. But when you initiating the jab, you sticking and he freezing, throwing, I just tell him he throwing 1 or 2 shots. That's it. Even when he in exchange, sometimes he throw 3 or 4, but you get him at the distance, he gonna jump in with 1 big shot. Get out the way, throw a right hand. Get out the way, reset. Keep him on the outside. Tank coming in with 1 or 2 shots. If you got average defense, you should be able to get that 1 shot at a time. Poof, 1. He maybe come back with 2. Get out the way. I just watched Tank all night. And when he throw them 1 or 2 shots, and he get tired, step out the way. Counter him. When he missed a shot, come jumping in, a jab would go a long way. It ain't gotta be a power jab. He throw that shit, Barrios, jab. Cause Tank gonna load up. And when he load, just pow, it's just jab. That's it. Jab. He load up, jab. Double jab. Honestly, for Barrios, if he got good defense, this should be a very winnable fight. Really, it should be a winnable fight. This dude 1 or 2 shots. He not gonna come in with 4 or 5 shots unless he got you hurt. Jab him. The jab is gonna be a key to him. The 2 gonna be a key, and the short left hook when you get inside. That's what Barrios got to do. Okay, walk him. He punch 1 or 2 shots, get out the way, and just throw a jab so he can't get off. Throw a jab. It ain't gotta be a power. Just keep throwing the jab. That short guy ain't gonna be able to get him. And then he gonna lean and try to jump and shit. Man, Barrios, get out the way. Just keep a jab, right hand, short left hook, the punches of the night for him. When you get in, when he step in with the jab and Tank freeze, come back with the left hook. But for Tank, you got a guy that like to exchange. That's a big weakness I meant. He like to exchange. He can punch, but you got power too. Okay, drag him. Simple for Tank. Drive him into a firefight. Tank got good defense when he ready to counter. You sit there, Tank uppercut, hook. Tank objective to drive, take him into a dog fight. Touch his body, heavy shot. Cause Tank ain't gonna throw 5, 6, 7 shots. He not gonna put them all together. He gonna go who to the body. I tell Tank, early on, get him and drag him to a firefight. If I'm Calvin, I'm telling him, I'm gonna say go to the body early on, take the air out the tire. Okay. Cut the ring off. Hopefully that's something they worked on. Cut the ring off. Push him into the corner. Jab to the solar plex, jab to the stomach, jab upstairs. Get him in that corner. Work his body out. When he started the exchange, be ready. Tank got a good feel for that. He throw that shit. I tell him early on, Tank. I know you love the uppercut to the head. I tell Tank, right hook to the body. Slip in there. Right hook. He left side. Right hook to the body. He stole some other shit. Let's take the left hook upstairs, the left hook to the body. That's what Tank got to do. Stay on him, cut the ring off. Barrios sometimes he always throws 1, 2. He love throwing the 1. So a lot of times you got to worry about the 2. He throw the 1. Get down there, left hook to the body, right hand to the body. You know what I'm saying? And then his arms gonna start dropping. So that jab gonna start coming from the hip. Guess what? That jab come up, get your head off the line, come in with your right hook, left hook, then your uppercut to open up. Uppercut to the gut. He start leaning over, you gonna get in there, uppercut up to the head. That's all Tank gotta do. Tank ain't gotta do all that fainting shit. Tank just gotta drag him to a firefight. Cause when niggas throwing shit at Tank picking it off, getting his head off the line, that's what Tank doing. So Tank got better defense than him. And Tank is more equipped for a firefight because Tank got a good feel. He got underrated defense. He gonna pick, get his head off, like pow, pow. Barrios gonna be throwing the 1. 1 might get him, but guess what? He gonna get in there, work the body. If I'm Calvin, I tell him work down early on, put the jab upstairs, and we start putting that work in the body. He starts slowing down, then we go upstairs. Then we go right hook downstairs, right hook upstairs, right hook down upstairs, right hook downstairs. Then that's when we slip the left hand in there to the solar plex, to the stomach, to the head. But that's my lengthy breakdown. I got Gervonta Tank Davis winning this because I think Barrios having issues with weight according to Regis. Even if he is and ain't, I got Tank winning this. I got him with the 10th round stoppage. 10th round stoppage. I got Tank stopping him. Maybe to the body. Maybe I'm gonna say Tank gonna stop him to the body. I got Tank in 10. I think Tank, this is the second biggest challenge. Well, I think this is the biggest challenge of his career, no matter what you think about Barrios. He challenging himself, and then after this, I like to see Tank challenge himself versus Haney. Tank challenge himself versus Teofimo Lopez. You want to fight Josh Taylor? Do that. But I want to see him. I don't want to see no more. I don't want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights before you challenge. 6, 7 fights before you challenge. Let's get in there and let's fight the best. If you're not gonna fight the best, let's get him fighting every other month, every other couple months, every 3, 4 months he need to be fighting. But if he get this win, I think he should go in there and take on Teofimo, Devin Haney, or take on Josh Taylor. That's my opinion. Come on, he too young to be going down. Ryan Garcia at least. Let's keep him ascending. Or Josh Taylor or somebody like that. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, or video request. All my social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. To reach out to me when I advertise your business, it's there. Video request, whatever. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well, too. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Good for the Sports TV. Peace.